Good morning, Thomas. How are you?
Well, thank you. Everything is fine. Hi, Mateusz. Mateusz?
I think he's busy with the presentation.
Okay.
So, Thomas, none of your students have come on.
Okay. You hear me? Excuse me.
Hey, yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
I think just give us 5 minutes and then I think we should start.
Okay.
Okay, welcome to this wonderful talk, which is going to come up now by Mateusz Hanke from Poland. And I don't think you can get a better light wind coach or a better coach for the laser than Mateusz here. He has a first place in the World Championship laser at the under 16 Kiel Week, Germany 2015. I think a sailor called Victoria Lehmann. Fifth place at the World Championship, laser 4.7 again. And fourth place at the European Championship, laser 4.7 under 16, Crozon Morgat from France. Julia Rogilska, sixth place at the Europeans. I think there's a plethora of some fantastic work that Hanke has done. And thanks very much for joining us and giving this talk to all our little laser sailors and some grown-up sailors. And I leave the mic to you, Hanke, and you can carry it on from here. Thanks very much.
Okay. I would like to say hello for everyone, and Also, I would like thank you, my friend Thomas, to invite me. And I want to show you the presentation of the laser or light wind. And firstly, the plan for the presentation. I want to tell you about the trim on light wind because it's very important on laser. Then I want to show you the okay, everything is okay now?
Yep, it's good. It's just that you need to play.
Okay. Okay, then I want to show you the position on the upwind, reaching, downwind. And next, I want to show you because it's very important to acceleration on the start, tags and jibes, the maneuvers on laser. We have about 1 hour, yes?
Yes, we have 30 minutes to 40 minutes on presentation
Okay.
and then the question and answers.
Okay, okay, okay. We can start now, I think.
Sure.
Okay, I will show the presentation and I will changing the screen for some films, and I want to show you as possible on practice everything. Okay, we have and say in laser we have 5 regulation: boom, vac, main sheet, out hole, Cunningham, and traveler. And the trim on the upwind. During the upwind, it's necessary to get optimal trim to set your sail and undisturbed wind on your sail. Yes, you have to get the speed. Yes, all the time you need to get optimal speed on a upwind course. And what is also the important? The laser, the construction of the sail and the mast is very, it's not normal sail like in 470 or 49er, because this sail is we have a very deep lower part of sail, and upper is a close plate, and it's very difficult to trim this sail. And because we couldn't perfect trim our sail, we need to get all very good position of on the boat. And the position on the boat is not the same all the time, because it depends from the competitor. When the competitor is very tall or very tall, he need to sit a little bit to stern. When the competitor is maybe the light, he can move a little bit to the front. Okay, and firstly we start from the traveler, and I will show you on the video. Okay, here we have the traveler, and on the light wind we need to lose the traveler a little bit. Yes, like the block from the traveler only go up a little bit, maybe 1 centimeter, to move to easy move on the other side. When it's more wind, we need to pull the traveler as possible, yes. But on the light wind is only a little bit loose. And it's also, you need to remember, the traveler couldn't go inside. Okay. Okay, now will be easier. Okay, what about the Cunningham? Cunningham need to be totally loose. You should see on your sail the speed folds. It's I will show you on the video also. The speed folds need to crossing your sail from the mast to the end of the sail, and I also recommended lubricating the mast with a silicone spray to work better. Oh. Okay, and here we can see the speed folds. Yes, it's starting from the here to the mast. When you see it's when you see this speed folds on your sail, it's okay. Usually the sailors think it's not good to trim these speed folds, and they just too much pull the Cunningham, and it's very important, because when you have the speed folds and the Cunningham is you can more loop, yes, especially after the start you need to have optimal speed, and also you need to, it's better after the start to have a little bit more loop and then have a clear wind, and you can make your plan for the race. It's very important. Okay, next. Okay, what about outhaul on the light wind? You can. It's about, it's also depends from the sail, yes, from the laser radial, laser standard, or 4.7. You are sailing on laser radial and laser standard only, or 4.7 also?
4.72, Mateusz.
Also, okay. When it's flat water, you can more use the outhaul, and it's about it's about here one hand, yes, it's about one hand, but it's it's not the same. You need to feel this, yes, but it's you can trim your sail a little bit more deep when it's flat water, but when it's when it's some waves, you can pull more, yes, pull more and lower deep. Okay, next will be Okay, next is the main sheet, yes, and boom bank is very important, our kicker, yes, and you need to, in light winds, you couldn't trim the laser block to block. I will show you one more time. There is maybe a little bit more wind, but in very light wind, maybe I will show you on another video. You need to trim a little bit, not block to block, but a little bit east, yes. It's, you can make here about 10 centimeters break, yes, the gap here between blocks. And all the time you need to work the main sheet. You need to find all the time the pressure. You need to feel the very big pressure on your sail. And what is the extremely important in light winds? It's the boom bank. You need to pull. You need to pull the boom bank very much, yes. But okay, I explain you about the boom bank. The boom bank, you need to pull. It's need to pull, and when you is sheets, the boom need to stay on the same level. That's mean when you is a little bit main sheet, your boom not going down, up, not going up, but to the outside from the boat, from this way, yes, this way, not up. Especially on standard, yes, we have a very high mast, and we need to use more kicker. Okay, next. After this presentation, I can maybe Thomas, I can send you the presentation. I think it's a good idea.
Yes, Mateusz, thank you very much. I would appreciate it.
I also can send you some video with tags, the jibes, and the rest. Okay, what about reaching? When you after the upwind, after the upwind, the travel and Cunningham is on the same position. Yes, you don't need to work these regulations. You need to only concentrate on the outhaul, boom fang, and sheets. And if you decide on about outhaul, yes, if you decide to much more loose on upwind, during the reaching, we need to adjust a little bit to ease of the regulations. Only a little bit, yes. Usually, especially on laser radial and laser standard, the sail is very deep, and when you ease out-haul too much, your sail area will be lower, not smaller, and it's not good for the speed. About boom bank, you need to pull much stronger, but not the same like on upwind. Maybe for maybe about 50-60%. It's also depends from the course, and for the sail. Yes, on a 4.7 you can also a little bit boom bank, maybe 20-30%, but on radial you need to maybe 40%, and on a laser standard 50 or 60%. And but the boom bank need to be good trim on a reaching, because when some squalls coming, it's a moment. This is a moment to the acceleration. And what about sheets? You need to continuous work all the time. Yes, you need to ease the sheets and pull, ease and pull all the time. When you changing direction, you need to all the time the work with sheets. Okay. Okay. About downwind. Downwind. Okay. What about downwind? Yes. Okay. We start from the Cunningham, and travel is the same on the as reaching. Yes. We don't touch the traveler and Cunningham. We also need to ease the out-haul a little bit, but not too much. I recommended to get a good trim before you are going on the water. You need to your rope couldn't be too long, because when it's too long, sometimes you forget and you just take out this rope from here, and too much ease. It's good to trim on the land to it's the same as reaching, not too much. Yes, because when you too much is out-haul, your sail is smaller. And okay. Okay. Yes, it's important to don't lose the sail surface area. It's very important. And what about the main sheet? You have you need to all the time use your main sheet, because you can imagine the when you pull 1 meter of main sheet, it's like it's your bomb is coming back about only 10 centimeters. We have on laser is I think maybe on in laser we have very long main sheet, and we need to work all the time. All the time we need to pull and ease, pull and ease. One more time. Yes, when you are the sailor is now on by the lee. Okay, and you need to pull all the time the main sheet and ease all the time. And also when it's light wind, you need to, when it's here is maybe a little small waves, and but you need to all the time changing direction. Yes, from Baideli to Broad Reach, Baideli to Broad Reach, all the time. Okay, and what about the kicker? Yes, you need to you need to feel like your sail is brave, like your this free bottom pumping all the time. Yes, just move out and come back, out and come up. It's like a nature pumping. Yes, by your sail. When it's when you too much pull the kicker, the sail will be here too much stretch, and the sail will don't brave and don't work. Okay. Czyli tak, tutaj przyszedłem wietrze, oblatamy pas. Jedna noga z jednej, druga z drugiej. O, teraz tutaj widać fajnie. Okay, I know it's not easy to see to show you everything on the presentation, but this is the basic stream on laser, on light wind. This is the basic, but you need to know this during the light wind, but the rest is also you need to feel. Yes, all the time you need to feel how to work this regulation. Yes, and I will send you this short presentation. And now I want to show you the position.
8565 025 1707.
Sorry, I think somebody's come on and you need to unmute yourself, whoever that is. Yeah.
Yes, you have any question? Maybe
you can go on. Yeah, I'll ask you the questions. I think Thomas is also there. He will also ask you a few questions. And let me start with very often in the laser you hear about the sailor using one hand, and the question is everybody's hand is of a different size. So how do you adjust for that?
Okay, it's mean you need to learn to use two hands. Yes.
No, I'm talking about the The out haul, when you're checking the sail next to the boom,
Ah,
the
okay,
hand
okay,
there to check
okay. With the out
how much
okay,
draft you need to give the sail.
okay. I know. I just it's it's good to make the it's good to it's one hand, but it's not you couldn't check all the time. Yes, you can maybe check on before sailing. Before sailing on the land, when the boat's on the land, you can check, and it's good idea to do some. Tomek, jak będzie takie, jak powiedzieć, że takie no, pomiarki zrobić, tak? Z taśmy na przykład. Tomek?
So you wanted to say that marks, like you need to do marks on the line, or you can do some tape adjustments. So
Yes,
you know that
yes, you need to. Yes, you can. Yes, and you need to do this. Yes, for the on the boom. Yes, it's only you can easy to from the tape. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's good to make three marks maximum on downwind, maximum minimum on the upwind, and on the middle. Yes, and when you have 3 marks, you can after a lot of training, everyone can find the
appropriate
yes.
setting. My next question is from Harshita Tomar, and that can we loosen it more than one hand? Under what conditions does it go beyond one hand? When is the out haul really loose?
The one hand is only about, yes, on the laser radial, on the laser standard, on upwind, yes. On reaching or on downwind, you need to more than one hand, yes.
Okay, reaching and downwind and light winds more than one hand.
Yes.
The next question is that very often we've been advised, and we hear a lot of coaches talking about the boom angle to the boat being more than 90 degrees, so that the boom remains out when you're kiting. So, can you tell us a little bit about under what conditions do we give it more than 90 degrees? The boat and then the boom is gone more than 90 degrees. You get what I'm saying, Thomas? I mean, if you can help. Yeah, the boom beyond the 90 degrees point.
Okay, w tym momencie pyta się Mateusz, czy luzujemy szoty w jakichś warunkach dalej niż 90 stopni? Czyli nie do kąta prostopadłego, tylko że czy mocniej czasami się luzuje? Jeśli tak, to w jakich warunkach?
Okay, on downwind, yes? You mean on downwind?
Yes.
Okay, it's you need to. It's I think it's the key on the laser to sail. It's like a S-sailing, yes, and usually you need to is the main sheet more than 90 degrees, yes. You need to it's work like a spinnaker, yes. When you ease the main sheet to bidaily, it's very good, yes. You have a very good speed, and I think you need to use in all condition on downwind to do bidaily. I can show you one more time. To bidaily and to broad reach.
Yeah, okay. The next question is you said going upwind that the wang needs to be a little tight. That's a little counterintuitive in terms of the fact that you say that the boom needs to go sideways rather than going up and kind of easing the leech, whereas you're saying keep the leech constant and you let go of on in light winds, and you let go of the boom, and the boom should go out. Can you just throw a bit more light on that bit?
On the upwind, yes. Okay, maybe I will show you. Okay, moment.
At the moment, Mateusz, we see your face. We doesn't see your.
Okay. I'm sorry.
So you need to.
Okay.
You need to switch if you are.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay, the boom bank need to be, the need to stay on the same level, yes, not to go up. The boom not need to go up on the light wind.
Okay, I get it.
So may I, for my understanding, so when you have block to block, but not down, you have block to block, the boom in the center. So
right.
The kicker in that position, is it holding, or in that position the kicker is like slightly east? In that moment when
you need to holding the kicker, yes, much more.
Okay, so now going further. So when you actually pull down by the sheet, does the kicker then eases, or it's still tight?
It's still tight, yes. All the time it's still tight. It's only when you trim the boat on the light wind, on upwind, when it's the same when it's the same wind on upwind, it's only one position kicker, and only you can use the main sheet.
Sure, thanks. The before I hand over to Thomas, one more question is that if you go through the rooster sailing videos, and he talks about a windward heel, which I think is also true in the 49ers, where you give a windward heel and the boat starts getting sucked up to windward. What's his name? Steve Cockerell of Rooster Sailing always says, in light winds, give your boat upwind, windward heel. Can you throw some light on that? Thomas, could you just take over, explain that?
Mateusz, rozumiesz?
Tak, no nie do końca.
Pyta się, czy przy małym wietrze łódkę na nawietrzną prowadzisz.
Yes. Okay. Yes, the boat need on the light wind, maybe a little bit. Yes, a little bit. You can heel the boat a little bit on windward, on leeward. On leeward.
Leeward. Okay.
Leeward. Okay. But why? What do you want to achieve by heeling the boat to leeward?
But only on a very light wind, yes, maybe 5 or 6 knots, only a little bit on leeward to have more speed. But when it's maybe 7, 8 knots or more, the laser like all the time the flat boat.
Thanks very much. Thomas, your questions, please.
So Regarding reaching, do you lift a centerboard, and how much do you do it when you reach?
Okay, when you reach, now it's maybe 20 centimeters maximum.
20 centimeters. Okay.
Yes, about 20. Because when it's when you take out more centerboard, you know, it's jak powiedzieć, wiosło? Paddle. It's like the centerboard in laser is like your paddle, yes. And when you're reaching,
creates a force
you can
sideways.
when you're reaching and when you changing direction, also is your paddle, yes. And you can when it's not too much take out, it's work very good. Also during the when you do the jives, also you need to put in the centerboard to maximum.
That's a very good tip. We were just sailing in a bit stronger conditions recently, and I was wondering if we should actually lift the centerboard, because what I observed was that the sailors were having the boat very unstable. So now what you are saying, which is, I think it's very crucial, is that the centerboard, all the time when you play with the angles, the centerboard helps you in reach and downwind as well. So there is no point in lifting the centerboard too high, right? Especially when you feel that the boat is rocking.
Yes, so, yes, exactly.
Super. When reaching, do we want the bow to be lifted, so our position's more back, or we want the bow to be kissing, so the boat in the horizontal plate? Lifted or kissing? How would you advise on the reach?
The position, yes.
Of your body, like forward. Is it a lot forward, or is it more back, so the bow is actually lifted?
It also depends from the wind. Yes, where it's light wind, we need to sit near the centerboard. But when it's more wind, you need to move to the stern. Yes, much more to stern, and also when it's light wind, you need to heel the boat on reach. You need to heel the boat on leeward. It's I can maybe show you.
So on the reach, you also, in the light wind, you also heel the boat to leeward a little bit.
Yes, on the reach, yes.
And I've seen Maciek position, I think, or Titus on one of the videos, like he was actually sitting very close to the centerboard, like almost heeling to forward.
Yes, on light wind, yes. But when it's more wind, we move to the stern. Yes, when it's maybe 15 knots, you need to go to back a little.
Okay, thanks. There's a question which I don't, Ramakant, if you are there, if you're hearing me at the moment, can you describe your question better? Because I don't understand it on the WhatsApp. So rewrite the question so I can ask it to Mateusz. My question, on the light wind, downwind video which you presented, the girl, I think that was a girl, was rocking the boat a little bit. Rocking the boat. Yes. Is it allowed? Is it allowed in the light wind? Like, can you actually make that movement windward?
I explain, yes. When you're changing the direction, it's allowed. You can, yes, when you, because you know, it's as sailing, and when we're going to the broad reach, you can heel the boat on leeward. When the boat the boat is going to broad reach, and then you need to pull the boat, yes, and use your body and go bidially. And when you're changing the direction, you can.
Yeah, I think that's the key rule here, and that is when you're changing direction and you're going down the wave and coming
yes.
up, even if there's no wave. If changing direction, you can change weight.
I recommend it for you to exercise. It's very good to learn downwind and also to learn jibes to tie the rudder in one position, only straight.
The next question is, can the centerboard, this is Harshita Tomar, can centerboard help in choppy light winds? So you have choppy waters and light winds, and how can you use the centerboard?
The centerboard, but on upwind, okay, all the time put in, but on
downwind.
On downwind,
yeah, choppy.
Usually on choppy, it's about 20, maybe 30 centimeters, 20, 30 centimeters maximum.
Sure, thanks. Thomas, your question.
Yeah. How rough do you work with the rudder? Like, because I've seen your videos that the helm actually make it very smooth, and I want to know if it's desirable to make it smooth, even if you go up wave, right? If you make those turns to make it smooth, or some of the sailors, do they actually work aggressive? Which is better and why?
But the question is about the downwind or upwind?
You can actually divide. So first upwind and then downwind, your suggestion. How do you see it?
Okay. On upwind, when it's choppy wave, you need to use a lot of rudder. But I can show you something. When it's light wind, and I think it's all the time on laser, the rudder, yes, you couldn't cross this line.
So you only move. So you only move the rudder to the center and then back. You don't go.
Yes, only to the center and to the back. Yes, you couldn't cross the line boat. Yes, on the other side. Only to this. And when you pull the rudder, yes, you can also need to use your body, yes, to push the boat. On the waves.
Can you tell us a bit about sailing by the lee? This is from Ram Tiwari. Sailing by the lee, I mean, in the sense, how much can you gain, and is it faster?
Okay, I can show you one more
transition between sailing by the lee and sailing normal.
Okay.
What would be the advantages?
Moment. Okay, look now. It's when you're sailing on by the lee. When you want to catch the wave, you need to go on bidaily on broad reach. When you catch the wave and you are on the bidaily, you should find another wave. Yes, it's very important all the time. And you can also try on light wind, on downwind, to catch main sheet from the block to boom, from boom, because it's easy to pull, yes, to pull main sheet, and it's easy to ease. And sometimes when you want to catch the wave, you can pull more main sheet, and you can surfing. Oh, so, look now for his hand.
Sure. Last. That's really lovely.
Okay. Any more question?
Yeah, just one last question, and that is when you're going upwind and there is a sudden lull, which means the wind suddenly stops, what actions does the sailor need to take?
Tomek, could you explain, please?
Pyta się, czy prawdopodobnie przy dziurze wiatru, takiej znaczącej, nagłym uderzeniu dziury, czyli jak wjeżdżasz po prostu w dziurę, czy robisz coś specjalnego z trymem, z żaglem, z ciałem, i przy małym wietrze oczywiście, tak? Czyli przy 5-6 węzłach, wiesz, jak jedziesz i w tym momencie nagle dopada cię dziura, co robisz?
Yes. When it's the wind is not still, yes, and it's the direction is changing, and when it's you need to trim your sail all the time. Yes.
So do you ease the sheet in the lull, and do you touch the kicker, or the kicker still stays the same?
You touch the kicker to ease a little bit. You need to also touch the Cunningham is all the time. Mm-hmm. You need to back inside with your body, yes, a little bit inside, and also you need to ease your main sheet.
So inside, a small leeward heel, easing the main sheet, and easing the kicker in the lull. Done.
Yes. Okay. Exactly.
Thank you. Thanks, Thomas. Any questions from you?
I'm good. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Mateusz, and look forward to having you in India sometime and helping our sailors maybe directly post-COVID. Thanks very much, Thomas, for helping out with all this, and thanks very much to the entire audience. Thanks, guys, and bye-bye for today.
Okay, thank you very much. That was a big pleasure for me. Thank you, Tomek, to welcome me, and I will send maybe Tomek the presentation, and also I will send more videos. Yes, from the live.
Super cool. We will share it among our sailors. So thank you very much.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too.
Thank you.